On this week's show, we say goodbye to September, say hello to the month of Halloween, and it's lights, camera, action. It is episode 22 of the Edgewater Race Report. As always, I am Ric Vickery, joined by Rob Winley. Rob, welcome back to your show.
Well, welcome back. We're here. We're at the racetrack filming today. Beautiful day. Thought we'd get outside and have a good background this time.
And I say a beautiful setting there. Couldn't ask for a more picture-perfect day. Now, hopefully that holds up with the storms down south, the hurricane. We're expecting some of that to move into the air at some point in the week. Hopefully it holds out for the weekend. But you said a beautiful setting, and even more so. Maybe this is what drawed Rob. Big news. You made a big announcement this week. The bright lights of Hollywood are coming to Edgewater Sports Park.
Definitely. It's going to be great. I think it's good exposure for the racetrack. Get it, anything we can get known as far as with the city. It helps us with our neighbors and the township and all that other stuff when we have to race a little bit late on time. So. Yeah,
that is great. I'm expecting the paparazzi is going to be lined up. And as you said, throughout the city, a great energy when you bring something that exciting, a motion picture coming to the area, especially over there on the west side, if you will. Now, I maybe can't give away too much, but I know you had some of the details. This is going to be a film featured around bikes. We got the names.
Yeah, the first motorcycle club. It was set up in the early 50s. The lead is Austin Butler, which I didn't know who it was till I saw the new Elvis. And my daughters and my wife think he's very handsome. So.
Well, there we go. Hey, when you get those hot names out there, they sign into all those deals. Again, it's going to be the bright lights of Hollywood coming to Edgewater. Exciting news. Now, unfortunately, that does mean we've had to move some racing as they're going to be, kind of taking over the grounds for a weekend.
Correct. We're moving the Muscle Car Sunday to the 23rd, and we're trying to move the Pink Ribbon Girls to that date as well. So we don't have confirmation on that yet, but we're making efforts to do that as well.
So essentially what we're doing is losing race-wise is we're going to lose the 7th, 8th, and 9th of that week. So coming up next weekend.
Correct.
Okay. Hey, but again, for a very unique cause, and hopefully they'll spread some, recognition, get some more fans, maybe get some more sponsor involvement, and just hopefully all equals upgrades at Edgewater.
Definitely, it'll help us out in the long run. I've made good contacts with people with the city, get us on the map, and let everybody understand this is a premier entertainment venue in the city.
Absolutely, tremendous news, Rob. Very exciting. Glad that you were able to get something done like that down there at Edgewater. Hey, we were talking about saying goodbye to September. We had our last full weekend. Great weather for it. Great turnouts, excitement on the track, Rob. Let's not waste any time. We want to jump into it. I know we've got a lot. There was exciting action, some big winners and runners up to mention here on this week's.
Yeah, it was a huge weekend. We had a really nice Friday night tune and test. We had our junior dragster shootout winner, which was.
Well, we had a split because we ran into the late night storms there on Friday night. So we got down to the final four. Then those storms moved in; they weren't moving out, so they all decided to go ahead and split up the purse there. But, so again, Rob, we had Friday those rains come in. The juniors they go ahead and they decide to split. It was a great run throughout the evening, some incredible action there. But unfortunately, it didn't look like we were going to get a break. But hey, we rolled that right into Saturday with more race action.
Yeah, we got some great winners on Saturday. Very beautiful day. Nice, incredible weather. Great time to be outside. Our big winner in Super Pro was Mr. John Cook, and he defeated Roger Baker. In Pro, Greg Porter got the win over the always tough Johnny Wellen, and Johnny Wellen got his revenge back in Super Pro when he beat Brian Hendrickson.
Very nice. Hey, anytime you get Hendrickson, a job well done, but a tremendous day for Mr. Wellen.
Those two, Brian and Johnny, are very hard to beat.
Here we go. I guess no pun intended, a job well done, a job well and done, I guess we should say there for Saturday.
A well and done, good job.
There we go. Well, let's talk about a little hashtag Sunday fun day back at it on the track.
All right. Sunday was a big day. And our winner in Super Pro, Megan Kipp, took out Drew Mallory. And in Pro, Johnny Hazlett defeats Johnny Wellen. Johnny Wellen had a big weekend. And in Juniors, Gage Radford beat Emily Wright in the finals.
Congratulations to Gage.
And in Sportsman, Jerry Fryer took on Gary Stepp and took the win.
Very, very, very nice. Now, Rob, I would like to mention there, if you were in the finals there and maybe you didn't hear your name this week, we do apologize. We did have some computer issues that we were working through. As I say, one of the best crews in the business from on the track to up in the tower. When I'm up there, all I have to do is talk. I look around and you see all the amazing things that everyone else is doing, but they worked through it and got through an incredible weekend of race action.
Yes, we did. Been on the phone with Rusty Crawford from AccuTime, and we've got we believe we have everything all worked out and got that hiccup put back beside us for now. Or behind.
That is an absolute positive, a plus to hear, because as we flip this calendar, so we're saying goodbye to September and those winners there at that last full weekend. We're getting ready to say hello to the month of Halloween. Of course, we still got one more night there in September. It's going to be the Tune-In Test coming up this Friday. Then that calendar turns over. The first is Saturday.
Yeah, I can't believe it's October already.
It's October already, but you look at this calendar, we are stacked for the month. I mean, every weekend something's going on.
October.
Yeah, a lot going on, minus losing that weekend there for Hollywood coming to Edgewater. But you said, we did have on the 9th, we had the muscle car and the pink ribbon girls kind of scheduled. We're going to tentatively move them down the line to the 23rd. Some of the other highlights that we've got coming up, the 14th, you got a no prep Cincy street nights. We got more 2-day 5K racing. We got the Halloween spectacular weekend that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, we're working on details for the Halloween race as well right now. So we'll hopefully get that flyer out first part of the week.
Well, there we go. Well, let's talk about coming up this Saturday. I know we got some very special guests joining us as we kick off the month.
We do. We've got the Straight Axle Mafia is going to be here. This is always a great show. All those wheel standing classic straight axle cars. We also have at least 7 cars coming from Scott Rod's AA gassers. I just got confirmation of that. I'm going to make a post on that here in a couple hours. Get all that information on who's coming and their cars and that, which they always put on a great show. Those antique gassers that all with roots blowers. They're really cool cars to watch.
Absolutely. And, in addition to what you're going to see on the track, that can't miss excitement there. These are the groups that are really fun in the pits. They love to mingle. They love to interact with just not one another, not the other racers, but even the fans, to make sure that you're making the rounds on the grounds and just talking about the cars. Get to know the racers, make that connection, because it just makes it all that much more exciting on the track. Yeah,
it's really neat stuff. It's vehicles that, if you were coming here 30 years ago, they were commonplace, but 40 years ago, they're just hard to come by right now, and really neat cars to watch race, and always a good time.
Again, you take that step back in time and you could just feel that passion, the commitment that they've had all this time to preserve that, to try to bring it into this modern era of racing. And we've got our special guest that you mentioned. You're going to have some updates going up on social media, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. And we've also got, the bread and butter bracket racing this weekend.
Definitely got our bracket racing. Our gates open at 9, but we have our normal bracket schedule, which 2:00 will start time runs. And as always, we will open the lanes up for a half hour, 45 minutes, close those off, run everybody through, and then after that, everybody gets a time run, and we move right into eliminations.
So that's a gate time Saturday, 9 a.m. correct?
9 a.m. because we've got our breast cancer women's race on Saturday. We got our junior race and our ladies race on Saturday morning early. We'll get that finished and those rounds done, and then we'll start our regular race. I say,
October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I know everyone that's involved with that, they do a tremendous job. One of the highlights of special attractions of the year. You run that early. You're going to see some tremendous competition. You got the ladies and the junior classes competing on that side, correct?
Definitely they do. It's great. It's a great day for spectators. You can come in and as early as 9 o'clock, and you can stay here all day and all evening till we get done racing.
I believe forecast looking pretty good, correct?
Forecast is looking awesome. Yes.
I think, yeah, I was actually looking for something else a little bit ago. Looks like mid 60s and sunshine.
Yeah, sunshine. Earlier in the week, they were calling for some rain on Sunday, but it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain on Sunday, so it's going to stay nice. And looks like, and normally when we have these hurricanes like that, they'll go up and they'll work their way back up the East Coast, and that brings in nice, cool sunshine, and hopefully sets us up for a couple of good weeks after that.
Very, very nice. Okay, just to recap here, Friday, we say goodbye to September. That is the 30th. It is tune and test, the usual routine, correct? Gates at 5
o'clock.
Track hot around 5:30. Saturday, when we turn it back around, 9 a.m. gates, we have got the breast cancer awareness race, the ladies and the juniors, running that into our afternoon program. It's going to be, we got our special guest there. We got bracket racing, Rob. It's going to be an awesome 2 days of excitement.
Going to be a great day. Track conditions will be very good. The air will be good, and cars will be moving really fast.
All right, knocked out of the park here. Short and sweet. I think we're about complete. Anything else you'd like to add on this week's episode?
We're looking up, like you started talking about with the Cincy Street Nights. I believe it's the 13th. We're going to have tune and test on Thursday, and Cincy Street Nights. It's the World Series of No Prep coming in. It's going to be probably our biggest Cincy Street Nights of the year. Then we've got our 2-day 5K. It's going to be a full wall-to-wall incredible weekend. It's our last 4-day race of the year.
Oh, yeah. Last 4-day, we're going to be running the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. And as you said, we're doing that shutdown the week before. Then we got the 4-day. We're loaded the rest of the month. And there's one way to keep up with all of these updates, and that is we're here at the Edgewater Race Report, up to the minute on social media, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. Rob does an amazing job keeping everybody updated. Hey, you can get on there, you can interact, you can chat with other racers, talk to the staff. And we encourage everybody to also share that content, spread the good word, and bring them down for some fall racing.
Let's do it. Let's have some fun and finish the season out strong.
Absolutely, Rob. Well, for this week's episode, I am Ric Bickery. He is Rob Wiley. As always, the sun's going to be shining. We're going to be feeling fine at Edgewater this weekend. So we hope to see everybody at the track.
We'll be racing.